two is one and one is none. Now, if you haven't come from a military background, that probably won't make much sense to you. And it wasn't a saying I had heard before, but it was something I had heard in an interview I had heard a long time ago with a Navy SEAL called Jocko Willink. Now, if you're interested in finding more about Jocko Willink, you can do a search on the Amazon Kindle store. He has a couple of books on leadership and how he has used training from the military to help people with their businesses to be better leaders and managers and all those different things. But he had brought up that point of two is one and one is none. Now, as I said, if you have come from a military background, that will make sense to you. But what it means is, if you have two of anything, if one breaks down, you always have a reserve that you can call back on. But if you only have one of anything, when that goes, you're left with nothing. Now, what does that have to do with you and your writing business or your blogging or whatever it is that you're doing online? Well, if you take it over to your scenario, if you are relying on one platform for your leads, for your readers, or whatever it is that you are doing, if that ever disappears, you don't have anything to fall back on. But say, for example, maybe you have your books in maybe the Amazon Kindle store, you've also got your books over on iTunes. Now, if anything ever goes wrong, if for whatever reason, Amazon says, we don't want this book in our store, or maybe if somebody made a complaint about it or whatever for maybe a legitimate reason, or a competitor maybe trying to get your book taken down, which I have had done in the past, you may find that if you are relying on sales only from Amazon, your sales will just go straight down to zero. But if you had a backup plan where maybe you had your book in the iTunes store and you had it maybe in Smashwords, or you had it in Drafted Digital, or all those different places where you have your book in as many places as possible, if the Amazon Kindle store just closed you down tomorrow, at least you have all the iTunes store and all those different places to rely on. Again too, if you have maybe only one backup of your work, so maybe you're storing everything on your hard drive, what if that hard drive ever breaks down? What are you going to rely on? So that's why I always recommend, if you are backing anything up, have two copies of it. So if you have maybe a Google Drive, use that as a secondary backup, or get a portable hard drive and plug it into your laptop or your Mac or whatever, and have an extra backup of it, because if anything ever happens to that laptop, all that content is gone. But at least if you have a secondary backup hard drive or a Google Drive or whatever it is, at least you're safe, that you have something to rely on. And again too, if maybe you are relying on maybe one social media platform for all your attention and traffic and everything, maybe think about stretching out a little bit further and including another platform, again just in case the rug is pulled out from under you and you lose all those followers or those readers. Or again, even try and get those followers or readers on those platforms over to maybe your email list, so you have a backup copy if again the rug's pulled out from under you and the platform decides, they don't want you hanging around anymore. At least you have an email list that you can fall back on, so at least you can still get back in front of those readers or those followers whenever you have new products or a new article or whatever it is you are trying to notify them about. So keep that in mind in your business. Two is one and one is none. And if you do lose that one copy of your content or that one platform that you are relying heavily on, have a think about maybe, reaching out, making extra backups, or going to different platforms and building a backup secondary one. Again, it might never happen, you might never be taken off the Kindle store, but you never know what might happen in the future. So having a backup to that, that first income or that first content storage device or whatever it is that you're using, at least if it does go wrong, you don't have to worry about losing all that because you have your backup. So keep that in mind in your business. Try and come up with extra backups for whatever it is that you are doing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to know more about me, or if you'd like to see more of these videos, you're very welcome to come over to writecom.com. That's WRITECOME.com, and you'll find all the content I have over there. And as always, thanks for sharing your time with me again today. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.